Welcome back to the 21 Boom Guided Meditation. I am Coach Zach Feeney, and I'll be your guide for the evening. So this week we're gonna focus in on, or the goal of this is awakening from the grip of fear, and when fear feels like it's too much. Let's talk about the brain that's in the palm of your hand. So try this at home. You hold up your hand and you make a fist with your thumb against your palm and your four other fingers folded tightly over it. This is your brain, and your face is in the front of the knuckles, and the back of your head is in the back of your hand. Or the back of your hand is the back of your head. Now open your fingers again for a moment. Your wrist represents your spinal cord. Your lower palm is your brain stem, and your curled in thumb is the limbic area of your brain. The brain stem is responsible for basic bodily functions like breathing and heart rate, our levels of arousal and survival reactions like the fight, flight, freeze response. The limbic area, deep within the brain, is our emotional center, and it works closely with the brain stem to drive our actions and responses. The limbic area focuses on the crucial question, is this good or is this bad? It's also where our memories are formed and stored. Most of this activity goes on outside of our awareness. If you fold your fingers over your thumb again, you're bringing the top layer of the brain, the cortex, online. This is the most recently evolved part of the brain, which allows us to orient ourselves in space and time, think, reason, plan, and imagine. The prefrontal cortex, the area right behind your forehead, extends from your first knuckles down to your fingertips. Press your fingertips into your palm and notice that they link together all the parts of your brain. This is the area that sends and receives the messages that guide our lives. The middle prefrontal cortex area is the witness. It has the capacity for mindfulness, empathy, and compassion. It underlies our ability to navigate complex relationships, and it is the domain that can calm or downregulate the survival reactions of the primitive brain. So speaking of states to traits, and speaking of installing a positive state, installing is possible whenever a positive inner state, moments of calm, confidence, love, safety, arises naturally, or when we have intentionally evoked the state. Once it's there, you'll do the following. You bring your intention, interest, and attention to sustaining the experience, staying with it for at least 15 to 30 seconds. And you allow it to fill your body. Invite it to become as big as it can be. Involve all your senses. What are you seeing and hearing? How is your body experiencing touch, temperature, energy, movement? Is taste or smell part of the experience? Intend that the experience sinks into your cells, the way light fills a room or water soaks into a sponge. Sense that you are letting in the felt experience, surrendering to it, receiving it into yourself. And then take a moment to reflect on what feels meaningful or significant about the experience. And we're going to practice some of that in a little bit. Nurturing the seeds of safety. There are three primary pathways for increasing inner safety through meditation: attention to body and breath, wise and loving messages, and mentally evoking a person, place, activity, or memory. So, body and breath. Let's ground ourselves by becoming aware of our bodies and making sure you are in a stable and comfortable position. When you're ready, you close your eyes. Feel how your back, bottom, and feet are pressing the chair or the floor. Feel your weight and the sense of gravity and how the earth is holding you up. Scan your body and consciously relax whatever tension you find. Focus on your breath, slowing to a long in breath and long out breath, approximately 5 to 6 seconds each. Breathe without pausing between the inflow and the outflow, relaxing with the outflow and letting the entire breath be smooth and easy. This is known as coherence breathing. It directly calms the body and mind. Now place your hands or a hand gently on your heart, your belly, or your cheeks. Wise and loving messages. Now, using a self message, you can use a self message such as, I'm here, I'm with you. You can also use some prayers and blessings of loving kindness. May I feel safe from inner and outer harm. Or you can use mantras or phrases with sacred meaning, like Om Mani Padme Hum, which is, as our minds awaken, we discover the jewel of compassion. Next, we're mentally evoking a person, place, activity, or memory. To identify which of these might serve as a good potential resource anchor, reflect on the following questions when you are not in the grip of fear. Pay attention to your body and notice which most bring you a sense of ease. With whom do you feel connection or belonging? Feel cared for or loved? Feel at home, safe, secure? You might scan family, friends, teachers, and healers, those you know, and also those beings you feel connected to but have never met, those who are living or who have passed, pets, archetypal, or spiritual figures. When and where do you feel most at home, safe, secure, relaxed, or strong? Here you might consider where you feel a sense of sanctuary, in the natural world, in a church or temple, at home, in a coffee shop. What activity brings a sense of safety, security, and or strength? Notice if there is something you do, helping others, swimming, drawing, dancing, that connects you with your inner resources. What events from the past, particular experiences, are reminders of when you felt strong, safe, and empowered? This might include any time of accomplishments or mastery, of learning or service, of being in relationship with others. After reflecting on these questions, choose the person, place, activity, or memory that currently best offers a sense of safety. This is, for now, your resource anchor, your portal to a positive state. Deepen your attention by bringing this resource anchor alive with all your senses. For example, if it's a person you feel at home with, let the image of the person be clear and close in. Remind yourself of sounds and words that might have been spoken and recall a reassuring touch or look. After you access your resource anchor through one of these three pathways, notice the feelings that arise in your body, the felt sense of ease, safety, or comfort. Take the next 15 or 30 seconds to install these positive experiences of safety or security, immersing your attention in the feelings and letting them sink in and fill you. The next part, we're going to explore. You're going to explore this whenever you find yourself obsessing, worrying, and anxious about outcomes. Notice what happens when you entrust your difficulties to a larger universe. Take some moments to recognize and allow any experience of anxiety or fear. Investigate by sensing what you are believing, what bad thing is going to happen, and by experiencing where the fear is felt most strongly in your body. Deepen the investigation by directly contacting and opening to the sensations. Now bring to mind some benevolent entity or formless being that you sense as wise, compassionate, and all embracing. Imagine taking the full mass of the fear you've been carrying and handing it over, offering it into this larger field, this vaster being. It's no longer your job to worry or to carry this alone. Your small self is not in charge. Let the fears or worries be held in the hands of something larger. Visualize and sense the handing over. You might try enacting it physically, raising both hands toward the heavens and lowering your head. How do you feel when you are not holding the weight of this burden? If there's no problem to solve, what is this moment like? See if you can relax and rest in an easeful space.